So we are going to talk about iron transport, and iron in the intestinal mucosal cells, or iron that is stored in the liver, is first transferred to the blood so that it can be transported to other tissues. And since iron is stored in the iron 3 storage form, it is first reduced to iron 2 so that it can cross the plasma membrane. Then once it has crossed the plasma membrane, it is reoxidized to iron 3 by peroxidase 2. So these are the intestinal mucosal cells, and this is the iron 3 storage form. So that it can cross the plasma membrane, it is first converted to iron 2. Then once it has crossed the plasma membrane, the iron 2 is reoxidized to iron 3, which binds to transferrin. So once iron has bound to transferrin, only a third of the transferrin is saturated, and hence an unexpected influx of iron can be handled easily.
There are three components to the iron binding capacity of serum, which means the ability of iron to bind to transferrin. These components are serum iron concentration, which is normally about 100 micrograms of iron per 100 milliliters of blood. The second one is total iron binding capacity, which is the maximum amount of iron that can be bound. It's normally about 300 micrograms per 100 milliliters. And the third one is the unsaturated iron binding capacity, which is the difference between the total iron binding capacity and the serum iron, and it's about 200 milliliters. When a transferrin protein loaded iron with iron, when a transferrin protein loaded with iron encounters a transferrin receptor on the surface of a cell, it binds to it, and as a consequence, it's transported into the cell in a vesicle by receptor-mediated endocytosis. The pH of this vesicle is reduced by hydrogen ion pumps, causing transferrin to release its ions. The receptor is then transported through the endocytic cycle back to the cell surface, ready for another round of ion uptake. Each transferrin molecule has the ability to carry 2 ions in the ferric form.
So next we're going to continue with the functions of iron. And one, iron is an important element for blood production. About 70% of the body's iron is found in the red blood cells. That is hemoglobin and myoglobin, which is essential for transfer of oxygen from the lungs to the rest of the body tissues. About 60% of the body's iron is a component of certain proteins, which is essential for respiration and energy metabolism, and as a component of enzymes involved in the synthesis of collagen and some neurotransmitters. Iron is also an immune booster, whereby it prevents the likelihood to contract some certain common diseases such as common cold and flus. About 25% of iron in the body is stored as ferritin and found in all cells and circulates in the body. So an average adult male has about 1,000 milligrams of iron, stored iron, which is enough for 3 years, about 3 years. While an adult female has about 300 milligrams of stored iron, enough for 6 months. When the iron stores are low, a person develops iron deficiency, which leads to anemia. I'm John Kahuria.